watu warudi wasomee kwao. But it boils down to just the number of facilities we have and the demand for the same. It may have sounded off, depending on who you support in this debate, but there is some weight to the fact that we all seem to be scrambling for very few schools, despite the numbers seemingly rising every year. Wakili Nyamori, let's start with you. Do you see the validity of that debate on the fact that some politicians have not done their bit in ensuring that even the schools in their area are up to date?
You see, grade 10 entry is part of the reform in our education sector. And therefore, as we roll out this stage of the reforms, there's bound to be challenges here and there, teething problems that I believe are being handled. And the government has, handled it fairly well by introducing, a fair automized system for placement. There have been challenges with certain parents feeling that their children may have not been placed in schools that they wanted, but they've had an opportunity to appeal. There is also the most important thing that the government has then released funding to schools early, even before the schools opened, and therefore there's no crisis in maintenance of schools. And then the fact that the government has employed 76,000 teachers and committed to employ 24,000 more teachers. For me, that is critical. About the politics introduced by the impeached former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, I can just say it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate because there was good reason why students are admitted to different parts of the countries. Because as young people grow, it is important that they interact with fellow Kenyans at that young, youthful age, to be able to learn different cultures, to be able to learn different environments, to be able to, globalize their characters. Mm-hmm. And so it is not specifically a matter of lack of facilities in certain areas. I know that even northern Kenya, there are national schools. I think there is Gachagua or something, high school, which is a national school. And so my point is, as a nation, we should, discourage such inflammatory messages, because my daughter, for instance, my sister, and now my daughter and my nephew have learned at Alliance High School. To access Alliance High School, you have to go through villages. I shudder at the possibility that from the inflammatory messages that have been given, one day children going to Alliance High School will be confronted by Mungiki at the gate, telling them that that school belongs only to the local communities.
And that's an extreme...
And the point that then you raised on whether the certain leaders have failed to build schools in their regions, my view is that is possible. Schools facilities are not enough, and we need to still invest quite a bit in that. But we cannot use that to justify negative ethnicity, especially against Kenyan youth.
It is expected that at least every county has 2 schools.